Chronicles 19:6-9. And when the children of Ammon saw that they had made themselves odious to David, Huan and the children of Ammon sent 1,000 talents of silver to him to hire for themselves chariots and horsemen out of Mesopotamia and out of Syria, Makkah, and out of Zobah. So they know they troubled David. David was a king. The Lord was behind him. And they didn't accept the Lord being Ammonites. But they realized nobody could win against David. So they realize that their own strength, their own power, they trust in something else. The problem is they trust in the things of this world. And oftentimes when we go do something that causes trouble for us, that's the first thing we are tempted to turn to, something of this world to fix the problem. We look here and look there when we should turn to the Lord. What they should have did, and this would have been the wisest thing, was to go try to make peace with David because the Lord was on David's side. But instead they tried to make war against him. They prepare for a battle instead of seeking peace. And oftentimes we sometimes get in a manner where we're more looking for a fight than make a friend. You know, if we get in that mind frame of the flesh. As Christians, we should try to make peace with everybody as much as we can. But those of the world are more prone to rile up and fight than to admit they're wrong and humble themselves to seek the forgiveness. Verse 7. So they hired 32,000 chariots, and the king of Makkah and his people, who came and pitched before Medalim, and the children of Ammon gathered themselves together from their cities and came to battle. So now they're going to battle. And David's just upset with them. We don't see David preparing his people for any type of war or any type of fight. Yet here we see them doing that. Oftentimes we could make a fight when there is no fight. Somebody's just upset and want distance away from us, and we cause problems even worse. This is what they're doing. They're causing their problems to get even worse by doing this. Instead of making peace, they're going and just preparing for something. They're going out and causing even worse. That's the way sin works. Sin causes things to keep getting worse. When you do one sin, when you're a slave to sin, as those of the world are, they just do one sin after another, and it just comes repetition. And the only way out is to seek the Lord. Verse 8. And when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of his mighty men. So David has to retaliate. David has to send these men out, not necessarily just go to war, but to protect his people. Because he knows these people are going to want to fight. He sends out his people simply for protection, to stop the trouble for his people. Verse 9. And the children of Ammon came out and put battle in array before the gate of the city, and the kings that had come were by themselves in the field. So these kings wait out in the field. It's very interesting what they're doing. These kings came to back up these people, but it's kind of like it shows that when you put your trust in this world, it can't truly be trusted. Because instead of these people going in, helping them, they're waiting and hoping possibly that both nations fall so they can just capture what's left. They're kind of waiting, kind of seeming like they're about to pick the pieces. And that's the way the world will react. They'll take whatever they can from whoever they can until there's nothing left. But the Lord gives us things we don't deserve and continue to have blessings through him. So it's so much better to seek the Lord rather than the world.